Okay, so this is just an off-the-cuff, unscripted walkthrough of Easy Biz Ranker. I've literally just launched this product today, June the 14th. Well, actually, I launched it a couple of days ago, but I mean, I've only got one customer. I've only approached one customer, which I'll explain in a second. But Easy Biz Ranker is a platform that allows small and medium-sized local businesses to improve their search rankings and boost their SEO from one simple do-it-yourself dashboard. And Easy Biz Ranker was developed by Ninth Street Media. All we do is support local businesses. Been in business since 2018, and we help small to medium-sized businesses to build, grow, and thrive online. We are a traditional agency offering brand creation, SEO, web design and development, marketing and advertising. If you want to know more about Ninth Street Media, feel free to go to ninthstreetmedia.net. Again, that's ninthstreetmedia.net, just like you see here, .net. And you can see all of the services that we offer and different things that we can do for businesses. And if you want to know about our reputation, a simple Google search will show you that Ninth Street Media has a 5-star average with 41 reviews. Now, that's not a lot of reviews for, obviously, for having been in business for as many years as we have, but we really have just had a very small local client base where we've just sort of taken care of those clients for years and years. So that's why, because we haven't really expanded a lot, but we're expanding a lot now that we're offering this product. Anyway, one of our clients who we recently acquired is the Main Slice, though I guess technically we've had them as a client for years. What I mean by that is the owner that had me build this website for him, he sold the pizza place a couple of months back. The gentleman who bought the pizza place called me up frustrated a couple of months back and said, man, people are showing up late. People who have Apple have the wrong business hours. This is the wrong address. People are complaining to me that they can't find information on this website and that website. And I said to him, well, hey, Bill, look, the original person who paid me for this, the person you bought this business from, he only paid me to build a website and set up a Google profile. He didn't hire me to do any other SEO, any other citations, any other work for him. He said, build me a website, update my Google profile, and that's what I did. I built him a website. I made him an optimized Google profile. That's what he paid me for. And then they've just been paying me to host the website and occasionally tweak the Google profile ever since. So he called me up frustrated because customers were getting inconsistent and inaccurate information from different platforms and sources all over the internet. So he inspired me to move forward with something that had been on my mind for a while, which is creating Easy Biz Ranker. And since he was the customer that inspired me, the first ever baseline report I did for a customer was for the Main Slice in North Myrtle Beach, and I found out that their online visibility was pretty low. Their online visibility score was 34%. I am proud to say that the thing that I had been doing for them on a paid basis, they did get a 100% score. They got a pretty good score on Yelp. There was a few issues, but one of the issues you'll notice is there's something called name, address, and phone number consistency. Those are obviously the core of every business. You want everything else to be consistent as well. But my search flagged this, and this is true because even the most minute thing makes search engines nervous. It lowers your trustworthiness, which lowers your search engine ranking and position scores. So let me show you what I mean by this. What I mean by this is if we go to his current progress, so this is the current progress, so this is as of today, which is 10 days later. However, it's only really 3 days later. I ran that report on the 4th. I did not show it to him until Thursday the 11th, or Thursday, whatever date that was, the 10th or the 11th, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday the 3rd. Sunday, Saturday the 13th, Friday the 12th, Thursday the 11th. Yeah, I ran that report on Thursday the 11th, and he signed up with me on Thursday the 11th. He was my first customer. So here's my first customer. 3 days later, we've gotten him from a 34% baseline to an 85% online visibility score. And as you can see, we break it down by several categories like voice and data aggregators. We're going to go through this more thoroughly. But what I wanted to show you is this. If we look right here, on his Google profile, 209 Main Street. See how there's a little comma right there? Now look right here. 209 Main Street. no comma. That's why Yelp flagged it, because there was no comma, and that worried them because it didn't match Google, because there was no comma in the address. So you can imagine what something, if something as little as no comma can affect the score, imagine how other things can affect the score. So I also ran him a baseline, a separate AI publisher score, which you also get included as well, looking to see how he looks on AI, which we'll talk more about. But this was the big one, right? 15% directory score, because he basically wasn't on most of the major directories, and a lot of the ones that he was on, or several of the ones that he was on of the major directories. And by the way, 1 out of every 6 customers is using something other than Google or Bing, right? So if you aren't on these directories, you aren't getting found by 1 out of every 6 potential customers. What would a 16% increase in foot traffic do for your business? Because that's potentially what we're talking about here. But in any case, he was either not found or his information was inaccurate. People were calling, then they would just think he was out of business because they were calling the wrong phone number, and they would give up and just go to a different pizza place or what have you. So flash forward again to the current progress report, you can see that the biggest change and the biggest boost to the score is the directories. So you can see that we are syncing, publishing the information to the directories, which we'll talk more about. So for example, if we go to Cyclex, which is, again, they showed the phone number wrong in 3255. The phone number does not end in 3255. So if we go there now, we can see that their listing has the right phone number, which ends in 4015. If we go back to the original report, we can see that he wasn't even found on EasyLocal, which is a major directory. Now you can see here we are on EasyLocal, and here's the main slice with the correct phone number, with the correct hours, and all the correct data, which again we're going to talk more about here in just a second. And then I'll just do one more example. How about Find Open, another wrong phone number situation right here. So let's go back here to the current progress report. Let's find Open, and you can see verified listing updated on June 22nd. You can see they've got the right hours and the right phone number. So that phone number has been corrected from the incorrect phone number that was on the original report. How did I get down here? Oh, that's the publisher score. The incorrect phone number ending in 3255 to the correct phone number ending in 4015. Now you might say, well, on the existing directories, and it's on like Yelp even, or on Google, how does information get changed, or how does it get incorrect information if I put my correct information there? Like, how does that happen? Well, Google allows customers and automated algorithms to suggest edits. Public edits and third-party data change your listings. Google uses what they call crowdsourced accuracy, where they encourage users to submit edits. So maps and search can reflect the real-world experience. So if the person suggesting the edit, even if they're wrong, has a proven track record of accurate contributions, or if Google's AI, which is still learning, is highly confident in the data, the system may apply the change automatically without even consulting you. But here's the worst one. Google automatically cross-references your listing with your official website, social media, and other public directories. But if your public directory data, right, these are these other directories outside of Google, conflicts with your business profile, Google may default to the third-party source. In other words, despite Google being Google, Google gets its data from these other sources, and your Google listing is highly influenced by the other data from the other sources that are out there. And this is crazy. Competitors can intentionally suggest edits to outrank you. And again, Google will sometimes accept those suggestions. First of all, you need your own baseline visibility report, right? So you're going to get that baseline visibility report for free just by coming to easybizranker.com and click where it says free visibility audit. And when you click on free visibility audit, you just enter your information. Within a minute or two, you will get your score and an overview of your overall situation, and then you'll get the full PDF just like the other one. You'll get the full PDF sent right to your email. Now, and again, I apologize, this is unscripted and off the cuff, so a little umming and ahhing are going on here. So once you've got your baseline report, you're going to then sign up with us, okay? And we'll talk more about pricing and signing up here in a second, but you'll sign up with us, and then you'll go to your dashboard with us. And from your dashboard, first of all, when you first log in, you'll see an update, and you can see this is pretty amazing. The main slice is growth just in the last 3 days. Again, 3 days since we set up the service form has been an 85% growth. You'll be able to go to your dashboard and see your progress, but we'll talk more about that in a second. But the main thing is once you get started, once you've got your baseline report and then you've set up your service with us, you've subscribed to our service, you're going to come here and you're going to go and you're going to put in your information. It'll just say edit my profile instead of edit client, since you're not going to be an administrator, but it's going to look the exact same as what you see here. So it's pretty intuitive. You've got this dashboard and you just click on business information, put in your business information. You want to put in your business hours, click in there, put in your business hours. You want to make sure you link your social media. So you just go down through each tab and you just fill it out, right? That's all it is to it. You just fill it out. And then once you fill out that information, let me go ahead and close this. Once you fill out that information, step 3 is we're going to publish and syndicate your data throughout a vast network of data aggregators and data amplifiers and listing amplifiers. In fact, you'll be able to claim and manage 100 different listings with just one login. So you can come back and by clicking on that link right there or clicking on see the network, you can come back and you can see the entire network that we submit your data to, and with an explanation on each one as to why we're submitting to that particular network and what that benefit is to your business and why they're an important part of the online search ecosphere. So then from your dashboard, you will be able to claim and control 100% your Google My Business profile. So if we go back to your dashboard and you'll be able to click on your link that says Google Business Profile, you'll be able to see your Google authority score. Again, this customer has a great authority score. There's going to be more information that's going to populate as we continue to develop. By the time you see this video, that information will be available to you. You can get information about how many customers are searching on your business. You'll be able to pull your reviews through and see, review your monitoring, which we're going to talk more about. You can see over the last 30, 60, and 90 days, they've been getting a lot of really good reviews overall. So they're doing a good job on their ratings. You can see where the reviews are coming from, and you can even view them live by scrolling down and clicking on the most recent reviews right there inside your dashboard. In fact, if you're logged in to Google or whatever the review source is, if you click on that link, you'll be able to just respond to the review right there, which is just critical. So you'll be able to control your Google profile, see your reviews, get your Google score, but don't ignore Bing, AOL, and Yahoo and Yelp, okay? We publish your data to Bing, which in turn syndicates it to AOL and Yahoo. That makes Bing the second largest search engine, right? From a Google search. Bing accounts for approximately 9 to 10% of total market share. When you include its partnership with Yahoo, which also includes AOL, the combined footprint is 12 to 13% of all U.S. searches, right behind Google. And meanwhile, Yelp accounts for about 8%, 6 to 8% of online searches. So between those two, you're looking at somewhere between 12 to 20% of all searches take place between Bing, AOL, and Yelp, right? So, and if you need to, we will create your Yelp listing. Click on the button here. Then the next thing is the other directories, which again also account for about 15% of searches. About 15% of searches are done outside of Google and Bing. 10 to 15% of searches. That's 12. I'm horrible at math, but I mean that's 10 to that's 1 out of every 6 or 7 potential customers you're missing because you're not on these directories and your data is not right on these directories. So again, we're going to submit you to those directories. We're going to amplify your presence on AI. About a third of all U.S. searches now start with AI. Hey Google, hey Copilot, hey Gemini, hey Siri, hey Alexa. Those are AI based, and there's a double thing there. There's the AI element and there's the voice search element. So we're going to start by submitting a specialized format of your data profile directly to the top 5 most popular AI platforms. And then we're going to feed your data into the databases that feed all 5.
Let's optimize your data profile for the leading AI platforms.
Oh, there you go.
To make sure we get the best results.
Shut up. Sorry about that. Man, it's like having a toddler around the house having AI, isn't it? Hey Google, hey Siri. Never mind Google. We're going to submit your information so that you're ready for voice search. You can also do a voice app upgrade where we convert it from generic information about you to conversational information about you. And I am changing that from $15 per month to just $10 per month. So basically right now, if somebody was to ask Google or Gemini or one of them anything about your business, they're going to give them the generic readback as if they were reading off of the computer. But for $10, we can train their AI to talk to you conversationally like a human and to talk to searchers conversationally like a human, answering their questions and increasing the chances that they will take action on your business or come to see you. And this was one of my clients' big frustrations, navigation systems. He was saying that people were being taken to the wrong place. The hours were wrong in the navigation system. So we further syndicate your data to more than 80 different sources, including Waze, Uber, TomTom, Garmin, Sony Navigation, and the 16 automakers. I've got a Chevy, and every year I've got to pay $100 for an update to my navigation system. So we're going to make sure that your data is going to be available on all of the GPS systems from all of the major automakers, as well as, again, Waze, Uber, TomTom, Garmin, and Sony Navigation. And 90% of U.S. drivers depend on navigation in their vehicles to get places. So once they find you, they are using their vehicle's navigation to get to you. So, or a GPS system of some sort to get to you. So you need to make sure that the information is correct. And a lot of times they're looking at your hours on their GPS, or their GPS is saying, hey, this might be closed by the time you get there. Are you sure you want to go? But this is huge. We're going to build search engine trust and save hours and hours of manual labor for you. We're going to submit you to the 4 major data aggregators who then distribute your name, address, phone, and other business details to hundreds of local search directories. This is a huge amplification, and this builds a huge trust signal. If you come to the website, you can click here, and again, you can learn more about each. Oops, well, I'll fix that by the time you see this video, but that should have taken you to the same link that's up here for seeing the full network, or for seeing the listings. That's the same link. I'll fix that by the time you see this video, and I'll fix the $10 for the voice app upgrade. But anyway, we're getting pretty close to done here. The next thing you can do is you're going to get one keyword on the local rank tracker. So if we come here and we come to your dashboard and we click on local rank tracker, as you can see, you do get one keyword, and you can see this is his baseline. We haven't, it'll be a while as these numbers grow, but you can see none of his numbers are in the top 3 within the areas of people that are likely to drive in and do carry out from where he's at in North Myrtle Beach. That's going to improve as a result of this service. But this is called a heat map grid, which shows you where your ranking is based on a position. So if somebody searches for you from here, they're not even going to find you. Or searches for your keyword. So pizza takeaway. If somebody puts pizza takeaway in over here south of Glen, they're not going to be suggested to drive out to North Myrtle Beach. But look, right here where he's at, he's number 7. So people that are right there searching for him are seeing 6 competitors before they see him. So we're going to fix that problem for him. And if you want to be able to track so that you or your SEO team can make improvements and see your progress on other keywords, we do have an upgrade for $20 more per month where you can add 9 keywords and you can track 9 keywords. So let me go back to my website because I just okay, see what I mean about this off-the-cuff video. All right, go back to how it works. Jump down here.
It sounds like you are building a really compelling sales pitch.
Thank you, Google. He really starting to know me. So you're going to get that local rank tracker. You'll be able to monitor reviews. Look, why is it important to monitor reviews? Well, here's why. And to respond to reviews, because reviews are a cornerstone of local SEO. They directly influence your search rankings, online visibility, and customer click-throughs. They act as an authentic trust signals that tell search engines that your business is active, legitimate, and provides high-quality experiences. Google puts a heavy weight on heavy significance on online reviews. Now you'll be able to analyze, create reports and listings from that dashboard at any time. Again, if we go into the dashboard right now, you can go here, you can see the progress report, and we can analyze that. We can see that from where we begun, this overall score has gone up 85%. You can see that voice search has made it to 82%. Again, if we go back to that the original voice search readiness score was 59%, so we're seeing a significant improvement there. So at any time you can track, analyze, and verify. And as you saw from within the dashboard, if you click on the link, it will take you to your listing so you can verify that we have added your listing or corrected your listing. And of course, you can also establish monthly reporting from within the dashboard. You'll be able to, in fact, we do it for you. We set up all users to receive an automated monthly email. But again, if you don't want to wait for your monthly email, you can go in at any time and see a live, up-to-date report showing you where you're at. And then once a month, if you don't feel like going into the dashboard, you get a nice PDF version of the dashboard. So it's just a PDF version of what you see here will be emailed to you once per month, so you can maintain awareness of your campaign with us. And if you ever need to make any changes, if you change your business hours, if you need to add or remove something from your menu, your product line, or your services, if you want to change the description of your business, anything at all, you would just simply go to your platform, log in. And by the way, I forgot to show that the way you log in is you just come right here to the top of the page. We're done at the bottom of the page anyway. You come here to the top of the page and you click log in, and that will take you to your client login, which will allow you to access your client login area. Oops, we're going to talk about that in a second. Where are we at? All right, so you can see you just go to here, you edit your business. It'll say edit business instead of edit client. And you go to your business information, you need to change the hours, you just go to the hours, change the hours. You want to put in some holiday hours, put the holiday hours in. And as soon as you do that, we're going to push that information, we're going to push that change. Another little scroll. Any changes or updates you make, we're going to automatically send them out to all of the different businesses and sources that are part of our network. Okay, last thing is price and how to sign up and what to expect. So if we look at price, we just go here to plans and pricing, and you can see we have 3 plans. Core, which is everything I just demonstrated to you except for the AI presence amplifier. So Core is $69 a month, prepaid. There's no setup fees or anything like that. You just pay $69 every single month. For $20 more, you're going to get Core plus AI Presence Amplifier, where we submit your data to ChatGPT, OpenAI, Copilot, Gemini, and Perplexity. And then if you want to do the AI Voice app for $10 more, it takes you to the maximum price of just $99 a month. We're talking about $3 a day to significantly boost your SEO, to significantly improve your rankings, to make sure your customers can find you, to know when they're open, and to make sure that you have a highly visible and accurate presence online. Again, that's easybizranker.com. Look forward to hearing from you.